I really hope this game... Press square and L2... Wait, press square to attack and L2 to defend. Defend in a Nier game?
Get away, you freaks! I'll kill you all!
What does this game mean? It isn't just fucking mash square and triangle at the same time like Nier was. That's how you play Nier games. It's no, because this one's got blight. It doesn't give you the. Does Batman like have triangle flash above their head? Yeah, this doesn't. This doesn't. Because this is a bullet hell.
Hey, you okay?
I think so. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, it's the Nighty Girl with cancer. I forgot about her.
But what about those monsters? Are they gonna come back for me?
Wait, 10 times zoom. What the
Don't
f...
worry, Yona. I won't let those things anywhere near you. Sit tight. I'm gonna go see if I can find something to eat. Oh, and Yona.
Yeah?
Don't touch that book. Not ever. Got it?
Got it.
Hmm. So R2 dodge. Okay, R2 still dodge.
Damn. How many of these things are there? They just keep coming. I won't let you lay a finger on Yona.
Okay, oh right, I get it. So it is just the combat from Automata, but they've added a block button because you don't have a fucking machine gun in this. Instead you have a fucking lead pipe.
I need more power.
What?
I need to
In what?
protect
Oh, in a drone, okay.
Yona.
Were you there when I was complaining about fucking um Metal Gear Solid's, well, just Metal Gear's lore, and like how they about, because they were somehow like fucking Metal Gear, it just doesn't make any sense because they were just like, yo, Hideo Kojima, let's just make him do whatever the fuck he wants. I feel like I'm realizing now that that's probably a bit hypocritical considering I like Nier and this game's lore makes even less sense.
Let anyone hurt Yona.
What is it, the Roni?
So this is the power of the Black Book.
Oh no, I do still have the fucking machine. They do. You can press L1 for... Oh right, it's just showing me all the fucking different spell types that they had. These are just the same ones from Nier. Actually, I remember when they added drones to War Thunder, they would basically instantly kill anything you flew them into. They removed that feature within like a fucking day of them being released. Well, yeah, because everyone was just using them as like fucking guided missiles, and because they were regenerative as well, so you just hit infinite. It was fucking stupid. Oh, here's the bullets. Okay. The Avenger. Also, don't think. I think unlike Nier, you can't shoot any of the bullets. Because in Nier, if you shot the bullets or the bullet hell, some of them would blow up. I don't think any of them do that in this. Oh, they do. Okay. Particle lance is it? Yo, I got a fucking particle lance. I'm playing fucking Stellaris. Wom 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 wom. What? What the fuck? Hmm.
Yoda.
What the fuck? That's right. In Nier, right, you had these chargeable attacks, right? But they would only charge up to a certain amount depending on how many of the drones you had found throughout the game. This just fucking you just hold it down, it just charges up infinitely, and they're the same attacks, they're literally copy and paste. But you just have fucking infinite of them. I mean, it kind of makes sense, like when you, well, I mean, it doesn't make sense at all, but I guess it's kind of nice when you're playing on a map, you want to switch from, like, CQC to the slightly longer range thing, just on the fly. Oh, hang on. Looking at the boss's health, I'm using the boss's health to judge, because I can actually see its health bar in this, just how much attack damage it does. The fucking machine gun doesn't do anything, like, at all. Whereas punching it does fucking, like, ridiculous amounts. That's fair enough, actually. If any last enemies, gauge attacks will open up for this because of those benefits. Why did why did the tutorial boss just take me from level 6 to level 30?
Yona, talk to me.
It's okay. I'm fine. What about you?
Those guys were nothing.
Okay, good. Hey, by the way, look at this. I found it while you were gone.
Whoa, is that a cookie?
You can steal it.
No, you take it.
What the fuck is this light dialogue? Just, look, while you were gone, I found this. Wow,
I'll take
is that a cookie? We can split it.
You need to keep up your strength.
Man's found a fucking singular cookie in a knitting box.
Yona! Yona!
Oh no.
Oh no, her cancer caused her to drop the cookie. What a shame.
Yona? Why did you?
Always been the one helping me. So I just wanted to.
Yona! Yona!
Oh no, she touched the Twilight fanfiction, now she's turning into a fangirl.
We need help. Please, somebody, we need help. Help us!
Right, he's calling for help. I think there are only 3 other characters in this game that I know of, and one of them's fucking Emil, and Emil creeps the fuck out of me. He was in... No, Emil was in Automata, but he's just a head. He has a body in this, I know, but in Automata he's just a head with a fucking shit-eating grin on it. And then they glue him to a tuk-tuk, and he's like the shop in the game. And then there should be Devler and Popula, who are lesbian sisters. Yeah, they're technically sisters, because they're androids, so they're not blood related, but they're lesbians with each other. So they can technically be lesbian lesbian sisters, and not be incest. Pretty sure the plot of this game is just you have to go around killing all of Emil's brothers. What the fuck? Just the fucking prologue, and then it just went 1,400 years later. That's a fucking time skip and a half.
I'm heading out.
Wait, they haven't aged? I mean, I just got a time skip of 1,500 years and they haven't fucking aged.
Better
Is this actually a remaster or is it like a
I'll
sequel?
see you
Well, no, because this is completely different from Automata, but I don't remember Replicant having medieval shit in it. It was very steampunky. What the fuck?
I should go to the library and see what.
Wait, and they've already met Popula. Is this a sequel? Where the fuck am I? What the fuck is it? What? I thought this was a remaster. There's other people alive? And we're not in the city. Wait. What? Aww. They switched the vending machines from in Automata. The save points were fucking vending machines, and they're just the letterboxes in this. Willie's Village. Willie's Village. What?
Young people all
What the fuck? And Devil and Poplar okay, Devil and Poplar are still alive, so this definitely takes place before Automata. What the This is... Hang on. This definitely wasn't in the original game. This is the fucking Library of Dreams from Automata. So the Library of Dreams is like right at the end of the game. This giant fucking tower appears, and if you go into it, it's basically just this library where all of the books are readable, and they all just contain really fucking weird lore. Like, M1A5.
I guess it's luck.
Okay, Popular. Where's Devil?
Good morning.
Her cough's still. I know. I keep hoping she'll at least. I don't know.
Oh, stop that. Anyway, I got a request from someone in the shopping district.
Got it.
Since you're going, trust me, it'll... Oh, would you mind purchasing 3 medicinal herbs? Here's some...
Popola,
Well then,
you don't have.
it's okay.
Thanks, Popola.
What?
Just the way we really.
Besides,
I would.
I'm really confused. I swear the Replicant game was about going around the diseased city and killing all these giant monsters, not killing sheep for mutton for a small village in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
oh,
Yona.
I just thought
Yo, look. You just. Anyway.
I feel like I'm playing Breath of the... Actually, it looks like Breath of the Wild.
People say the world is dying. Populations continue to fall, while plague and disease run rampant. If that wasn't enough, monsters called Shades now roam the land as well, threatening our very lives. But I can't let any of that distract me. My sister is sick, and my only goal is to ensure that the two of us survive. It's not easy for a pair of kids to live on their own. But the villagers have been kind to us, and despite everything, somehow I feel like we're gonna be okay. We have to be. There's no other choice.
Why the fuck did the original Near Replicant released in 2010 on PS2? Who the fuck was out here making new PS2 games in 2004? Sorry, 2010 even. Not 2004. Oh, great. This game, just the story alone, if you're playing on easy, just the story alone is 19.5 hours long. If you want to complete 100% of objectives, expect it to be at least 68.5 hours long. I don't know. What's, what? What the Okay, right. So Square Enix say that this Replicant is not a remaster or a remake, but a version update. So it's a remaster. What's... Did I just get kicked by a fucking sheep? I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. How armored was that sheep? This game doesn't look as good as Nier Automata.
I better get this mutton back to
That
the
might just be
village.
the landscape, like, in this area, but I do hope it looks better later on. Because Automata was a really pretty game.
What are Shades doing so close to town? I had no idea Shades were loose so close to the village.
Nuke inbound. I really hope they add Davy Crockett portable nuke launchers to the game.
I can't even go hunting in peace anymore. Time to get this meat to the shopkeeper.
Also, only in video games do people go hunting with a fucking sword. It's like, yeah, none of the standard hunting stuff like waiting around with a bow and stuff. Nah, just fucking stab him with a massive sword.
Oh, thank you. You wouldn't believe how... And Topo, you got it.
How's Yona doing? Sure wish I had a nice...
This old man wants to fuck my little sister. What the fuck? What? He just goes, I sure wish I had a nice little girl like Yoda in my family. Oh, there's Devila.
Morning.
Hey, Devila.
You keep running around like that, you're gonna trip and fall on your face.
Why the fuck have they made Yona? Why the fuck have they made Devila like a fucking country girl? Just like, morning.
I think
Gee, it might just sound weird because I might have had near in Japanese, because Why not?
I delivered the mutton. Oh, and here's your
Great. That should help with the food shortage. And that's all for today.
thanks.
What the fuck? My apparently my 5 pieces of mutton will solve the food shortage. I know, right? Like 5 single bits of meat will feed this village of 120. Oh no. This is just really making me want to play Nier. Automata. Nice. I kind of miss the funny slide you do when you sprint in Nier.
Welcome home.
Meanwhile, War Thunder has dynamic fire
Well,
and wind for some reason.
yes. But people say finding one will
Actually,
make you rich beyond your wildest
playing-
dreams.
Playing War Thunder is kind of difficult right now because they an event came out, so there's like over 200,000 people playing on servers made for like 20,000. So occasionally if you're playing air, it will just kill everyone at the same time by slamming them into the floor. It's really funny.
With the-
I feel like I should be listening to the dialogue in game, but you know, I don't give a shit. Love you too, Courtney.
Okay, I'm off to Popolis. See you later. And please stay.
You should. Do you want to watch me play Nier Replicant version 1.227? It's also nice that just like the PS2 version, this one does not have auto saving. Hello, Popular. It's nice that Popular aren't dead in this game.
Hey, Popola.
I do have something, but
I'm sure I can handle.
Aren't you?
It's kind of upsetting that they fucking die in the other one.
Yes, I know. One of the carpenters was seriously.
No, it's funny. During that fight, if you just ditch them, you actually get one of the endings of the game.
I killed a bunch of shades by the village gate just yet.
Oh. Anyway.
Yep.
Pretty much. I don't think. Oh yeah, no one survives that game. I think. At the end of the game, you hear the funny little drones that you have, like that follow you around, and carry like your abilities and shit. They at the end of the game, they're talking about like they talk about like breaking protocol and reassembling the androids, which is your characters, and then it just ends at that. So everyone dies, but it ends with dialogue of them being like, "Should we put them back to fucking together?" Which honestly isn't a good idea, considering like everyone fucking hates each other at the end of that game. I'm sure the last thing anybody says to anyone in that game is, "You just want to fuck her, don't you?" Because the game realizes that you spent most of the game looking at 2B's ass. Why wouldn't you when there's a game with ladders and your main character is wearing a leotard? Come on. Also, have you played Shadow of the Colossus? Wait, did you say no? Ah. Have you seen anybody play Shadow of the Colossus? Have you ever seen like how like the fucking terrain before they actually get to a fight, and they have to go to like these places through this just complete fucking barren field every time? Yeah, that's what this game looks like. I don't think this game's even that old.
Okay, that should take care of the.
It's even got the same fucking collapsed bridge go through the middle of the map. That makes sense. Or they just like bounce off. Great game. It's time to factor cap. Can planes fly through buildings? Sorry, they checked. Sorry, somebody already checked that in 2001. I don't think they've checked helicopters, mate. Maybe they just weren't moving fast enough in a plane. Maybe it's like one of those games where if you move so fast enough you just sort of clip through walls. Or maybe it's like Minecraft, where if you have a chest next to a full block, if you're looking away from the chest, it de-renders and you can walk through it.
You're back.
Hey,
Did ever? Oh, thank.
Popola.
I know. Oh, here.
Wow.
Go buy something. Oh, speaking.
What?
I think it's okay. She just wanted to ask.
About.
She was asking about the.
You mean outside the village?
Exactly. She seemed excited too.
She's probably been getting nutty ideas.
Don't worry. I made sure to remind her she isn't.
Thanks.
But she was worried.
Yeah.
I kind of miss the fucking ridiculous opening from Automata that this game doesn't have. Automata started off as a fucking like an asteroid style spaceship shooter for some reason. Like where you're just flying along and you've got to shoot all these enemies that come towards you while you're in a jet. And then it switches to like this weird fucking mech gunplay. And then that is never mentioned again anywhere else in the game, and it just turns into like a fucking side scroller for a bit. For what? Bin Petrol's Arc 2. Oh. Right. Nah, what about my friend Gin Oil?
Yona? Where? Maybe?
Oh no! Binny gasoline! No, not Glinny Petroleum.
Doesn't look like she's here. I... Hey, Pola? I can't...
Really?
You have any idea?
She stopped by.
Did she... Why is Yona asking? Look,
Who was...
yesterday I told her that story about how...
Oh.
Then we got to talking about how...
You...
I think I have... What's the fastest...
Through the...
Got it.
I still can't get over that scene in Fast and Furious where they're like trying to pull Vin, and they're like, he must have 1,000 horsepower in that car. Try 2,000. Try 3,000. It's like
I have to get to the eastern gate.
the car doesn't even have like shit sticking out the front of it. There's no way it has like 1,000 horsepower. It's like, I don't know if you've seen 1,000 horsepower cars, but they're like, they basically have to cut off the front of the car to fit those fucking things in. And this guy's just here in a... What? And don't forget the Bugatti isn't, you know, a Pontiac Roadrunner from the fucking 70s. It's, you know, a purpose-built thing that's only just big enough for its engine. And even then, it has 1,000, doesn't have like 3,500, like the fucking, like they, I don't know, wasn't they got like, wasn't like 5,000 they got to?
I can't believe this.
And even then, it wouldn't matter, they're all pulling from different directions. Like, they're all pulling against each other and wondering why it's not going anywhere. Yeah, but... Well, actually, I haven't actually seen that film. What was their plan? Were they trying to, like, pull him somewhere? Well, the best thing they could have done is just put their fucking handbrakes on. Well, that's what they end up doing, isn't it? Yeah, but like, well, so what they did, they all came from different directions and just started reversing for no reason. I was like, you're not going to pull him anywhere, you're pulling against each other more than him. Actually, maybe that's why they thought he had 3,000 horsepower, because they were pulling against the other three. Vin Diesel's actually just there in a fucking stock Roadrunner with like 120 horsepower. And they're there with like their souped up cars just pulling against each other, wondering why he's got so much fucking horsepower. Oh my god, he's got nearly as much horsepower as the other three cars combined. Wait a minute. Doesn't his bumper come off?
Look at this rock slide.
I swear
There's
like
no, maybe
the fucking front of his car just comes off and the Mercedes goes sliding back and he just drives away or something, doesn't he? Because I'm gonna be real, none of the Fast and Furious films are actually any good. I, I think I've watched all of them, but like once. Look, this is literally a boss arena from fucking Shadow of the Colossus. I'm now convinced Shadow of the Colossus takes place in the same place as Nier. Oh, using the brakes makes more sense than fucking reversing. Like people with brain cells, yeah. You know, because doors are structural, bro. What? No, what are you on about? Hey, Bentleys are fast. Big brain. I heard a big tree. Well, of course he does. He's fucking Vin Diesel, mate. What are you expecting? What the fuck? Right. So, right. This entire place so far has been like extremely medieval. There's like even this giant shrine. There's all like these like fucking big old lanterns and shit in it. And then in the corner of this room here, there's just a fucking like regular shelving unit with a bunch of like FedEx boxes on it. I'm just wondering why there's a bunch of fucking FedEx boxes. Look. And they, I'm already noticing like this game seems to be a lot less in detail than Automata was. There's just a bunch of shelving units here that are all identical, like they got the same boxes and shit on them. And they're all just lined up.
too? She'll never make it out of here.
Oh yeah, don't they like throw a car out of a plane or something? All of the films were downhill from like... all of them were downhill from even before they were made, they were downhill. They're just fun, they're so shit they're kind of funny, yeah. We never go back on family. I also swear that I also swear that the entire series is basically just trying to figure out who to fucking have betray everyone this time. Well, yeah. It's like they're like, which one of our like 7 main characters are we gonna have be the bad guy this time? Ooh. This time it's Dwayne. Then now it's the woman's betrayed them. What? Don't worry, Mr. Walker, you'll have your turn next. Oh, you're dead. He didn't make it to his turn to be the villain. Dominic Toretto's brother, John Cena. Dominic Toretto is canonically related to fucking John Cena. Oh my god, this game still has the fucking slam jump if you time it right. Why did people just start having fucking wrestlers become actors? Like, have they not watched WWE? Do they not know how that wrestlers can't act? No, the Undertaker has been in something. What was it? Other than Scooby-Doo. That's a weapon from fucking Skyrim. That's a fucking the Daedric fucking one of the Daedric gods fucking weapons I've just picked up. That's alright. I imagine because I'm not an android in this game, I don't get to have the stupid like dual wielding fucking enormous great swords like Automata did. Because that shit was funny. You basically just turn yourself into a fucking Beyblade. Fucking Construction Simulator flagged for having sexual content. Warning, may make some men aroused, involves heavy lifting. Fuck off. Oh yes, the game everyone needed. A fucking DreamWorks Dragons film. Also, this game is giving me a lot of healing items. I feel like I should have put this in hard mode, considering I could, like, fucking speedrun the last game. It's great. So, just like Nier as well, you have heavy and light attacks, but you can either choose to use light attacks and then avoid their attacks, or you can just use heavy attacks and just fucking stun lock everyone. The video game. Not fucking Spy Racers. Spy Racist? No. Nah, we actually call him fucking Shifty Eyes, bro. Spy Racist. Shifty Eyes. Wait. I can only carry limited healing items? Yeah. I can only carry limited healing items in this game. Ah, it's gay. Bro. Limited healing items, what the fuck is this shit? What was wrong with being able to carry around like 800 max heals? That was like a bunch of most of the fun in Nier was the fact that you could just shit on every single enemy by just carrying around a ridiculous, unnecessary amount of fucking healing items. Because if you just did all the side quests, you'd have enough money to buy like a few hundred of the best healing items. So you just go into the final bosses with like a few hundred, like just infinite fucking health. It was like a Pokemon game. Where, like, by the end of the game, you've done so many fucking battles that you just have like 800 max heals in your pocket for no fucking reason, because you can't actually end up using them. Michael Jordan edition. What the f- Why do I was just been scrolling. Yeah. Oh, you have to buy trains with like real money as well. 'Cause it's like DCS, but with trains. Big balls. Well, yeah, it's an anime. It's gonna have like 13 games and a few films. Yeah, like every single anime game in history is. Have you not played one of the 13 Dragon Ball games? What do you mean you haven't played Demon Slayer side scroller and like the 2 One Punch Man games? Okay, when is this game gonna stop looping this song? As much as it's a very nice song, this is getting quite repetitive. You mean a visual novel?
That ladder, I could probably get.
A visual novel. Visual novels are basically just a one-up from audiobooks. It's the picture book of audiobooks. With Honey Pops on console now. I hope they have. Hey, I want to finish Honey Pop again. I won't. I'm terrible at puzzle games like that. Thing is, the problem with that game like that, right, is when you're trying to do a fucking puzzle, you do not have time to look at them taking their clothes off. Because when you get like the combos, depending on how far into the progress you get, they take their clothes off, and then more and more as you go along. But you're playing the game, they're taking their clothes off. It doesn't matter. You can't fucking see that. You're too busy playing the incredibly difficult puzzle game that is fucking Honey Pop. That game is fucking hard. I remember when everyone was just playing Honey Pop for some reason on YouTube. like fucking regular. But it's like regular YouTubers who had absolutely no right playing fucking hentai games were just playing it for no reason. I swear, like, I can't remember who I watched play it, but it was someone who was like a fucking kids channel.
Time for this. I have to save Yona. Give her back.
Oh, that's the book.
Get out of my way. Give my sister back.
Actually, I can't tell. I actually probably should have read that. I'm not sure if this is set 1,500 years in the future or the past from the prologue. Why do these robots have meaty skulls in them?
Then move, Yona.
By the heavens, I have never been treated in such a manner.
Or did I just beat the shit out of a fucking...
Incalculable importance, and yet you approach me as a common cockroach.
Yona, say something. Yona. Yona.
This is why I loathe deep. You stand in the presence of ancient wisdom. I will grant you one final chance. Accept my power, or go it alone and fail.
I fucking forgot the Grimoire was in this game. Binding of Isaac. because they forgot to make it any good, so it's really difficult. Also, it's a PS2 game.
There. So how do we save Yona?
Once I destroy these shades, the magic barrier preventing your passage should simply disappear.
You can really do that?
I am Grimoire Weiss. My very name brings kingdoms to their knees.
Then do it already, Vice!
You will refer to me by my full and proper name.
Just keep coming.
You should not have turned your blades on me, foul creatures. With a single word, I, Grimoire Weiss, shatter the very universe itself. Now, prepare to...
Yeah, that's because Fortnite is like begging for any kind of fucking attention.
It seems that the frantic bludgeoning you gave me earlier has caused my memory to escape me.
Are you for real? You are not nearly as helpful as you claim to be.
Alright, there we go, I got fucking Dark Blast back.
Did you just suck the blood out of those things? Okay. You alright, Vice? Hang in there.
It would seem I can regain my powers by defeating these monsters.
Is this magic?
Magic indeed. This is the true power of Grimoire Weiss.
Hold on, Yona. I'm coming.
I do kind of like Nia's approach to like guns, because all of the games have a fucking like machine gun, but it does absolutely piss all damage, but like at the benefit that it doesn't have ammo, and if you're an absolute pussy you can just use it instead of melee attacks entirely. But it is possible to, despite the fact it does absolutely no damage, it is possible to play like these games without ever fucking going near anyone.
Look how these foolish creatures charge heedlessly into battle. Still, dealing with both of them at once may prove to be a daunting task.
Oh, I don't do damage to them.
Statues? Really?
This is all too real, lad. Keep your sword high. It's a defensive barrier.
That sounds bad.
Enemies with such barriers are impervious to both weapons and magic.
Like I said, bad.
That said, the enemy cannot move so long as the barrier is in place. Focus your attacks on the other. Watch their blades at all costs.
I'm on it. They changed again?
Their sword attack. Stay calm. The man who keeps his head in a fight is the one who emerges victorious. Now, put it out of its misery. Keep your distance. Let your magic do the work here. Learn the pattern of its shots, then finish it off.
I've got my hands full just dodging. Is this more of your power?
It would seem so.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Now is your chance. Attack with all your might. They are not but a horde of faceless minions. Swat them aside. Focus on the small ones first. One to go. Keep your guard up.
God, you know you're good at a game when the game struggles, when the fucking commentary struggles to keep up with you.
That statue does not look happy.
Anger is but a form of negative energy. Nothing to fear. This one excels in close combat. Keep your distance.
Time to strike from afar then. Yoda! I'm the one who's...
Perhaps.
The shrine's about to collapse.
You're faster than I thought.
I tried. I really did. But I couldn't find a lunar tear. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to make you rich and get rid of this disease. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about... Yona? What's going on?
black scroll.
Yeah,
When did this?
the weird coughing started about a month.
The disease curses the afflicted with strength, and I fear.
Yeah. Oh, Yona.
Come. 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 Come.
This is so unfair. Yona, I do.
I would gladly.